Good morning, buddy. How you doing?
Good morning, Tom.
What's up, dude? How's it going?
Not too bad. It is cold. I went for a jog,
Nice, nice. How
silent
was it?
J. It's it's a little unpleasant. So it was abbreviated. We got my heart pumping a little bit.
Good.
So mission accomplished.
Okay.
Late start today.
Late start for school.
Well, I have to go in. It's one of those teacher PD days.
Hmm.
Conferences last night. Mellow, uneventful.
Good.
And I did go to sleep at a responsible time.
Nice.
I am winning. I am winning the week.
Yes. It's a tough. I know this can be a tough week for you to win. So that's good. It's good news.
Yeah, I was anxious about it. I was overly anxious about it. And I just had to chill. I just had to chill the F out and be
Good.
okay.
Am I glitchy in and out a little bit, or how am I doing?
No, you sound wonderful.
Okay. Maybe it's just my StreamYard that's acting weird.
Yeah. StreamYard. Is it weird now? It's like I
A
go
little
on
bit.
there and I don't know if there's a setting or membership change, but I go on there and it's like all the episodes are listed as as open as studios now to jump into.
Yeah.
It's all weird and different.
Yeah. I think that's because like every every time we just create a new studio versus yeah, I don't know, it probably has something to do with the way that we're doing it, the way that they're thinking we're supposed to do it. Who knows? Maybe they'll get to a point where they're like, you can't have this many studios open.
Like, oh yeah, watch us.
Watch
Look at
us
all of our
leave.
look at all of our topics.
Where is our audience? Good morning, everybody. Where are you? Who's watching? What are you doing? Say hello to me because it's just Jason and I saying hello to ourselves.
Which is
Um,
totally fine. Like that's what I'm here for.
I dig the interaction. I know there is um, a V Friends comic reading going on right now. So my assumption is there's a good amount of people there hanging. What's up, Bukes? Finally breaking the silence.
Well, what the shit?
Good morning.
They can't read comics by themselves while listening to us yap.
Yeah. We just happen to be live at the same time their main V Friends main artist, DJ Kaufman, goes live most mornings as well. So I think sometimes it's not too bad, but I think today's maybe a special one. I don't know. Good morning, Brian. How you doing? There we go. We got some people saying hi. That's all I wanted. I just wanted someone other than Jason to say hi to me. Jason already said hi to me this morning. Just
Twice.
need I need more of you. I need to feel like I'm also saying hi to people too. I've been awake for 2 hours now and have not interacted with a single person other than cars on the freeway, and that's mostly get out of my way.
Yeah,
Um,
you are. I think a year straight, Dom. I think you're the first person to interact with every morning.
yes.
It's like I got home last night and it's one of my random thoughts was you guys Texas meet to Texas. Is that where you guys meeting up in March?
Yeah, I'm not going, but yes, that's where the meetup is.
Well, I was like think because I was just thoughts of could I make it out there? But
Yeah.
I can't. It's during my spring break, and I'm like, man, it sure would be weird to see Dom in person. It's like I'd have to be like one of the
it's one of
make
those
it
things
feel
that
normal.
yeah, it's one of those things that's like it's weird at first because yeah, you only get like so much like through the screen, and especially like us hanging out like so much and so often. It was the same thing when like my interactions used to be in Twitter more, and I would talk to these people, and then we eventually met up, and yeah, it's just the first moment, the first couple moments of like, holy crap, like you're there. touch you,
I can hug you and caress your
hug
beard,
you. Yep, all that stuff.
run my hands through your silvery mane.
Good morning, MP. Yeah, it was funny yesterday. So I'm like, we closed the show yesterday, and like, cause you had to go, and we were closing it, and I put the theme music on and everything in the screen, and then I'm like reading the comments, and Chels is, saying that was a hard stop. Like, why are we shutting this down? What the heck? And then MP comes in and says, "Good morning." And so I like reopened the screen and just started waving, like, and there was a little bit of an after show. I think I hung out for like 5 minutes and just chatted for a couple, for a little bit, with the chat. But yeah, MP was one of the reasons, because I was like, oh, he just jumped in.
This was yesterday morning.
Yeah, yeah. Right after you left, you can catch the after show.
Just a
I was
rotating door of us.
I was explaining to the group that, the Turner boys, for whatever reason, and I know your reason, but like, they always have a hard stop. They give us 30 minutes, and then they got something to do. And yours is more, three kids waking up, getting ready for school. You're an hour forward, so you're a lot closer to the school hour. I'm not even home, so I don't have that. And then Ryan's was, I swear, he just books a client meeting like 30 minutes after he opens the show, so that he won't stay on rambling.
Um, yeah, every time. So the way that I frame it is, it's like every minute that I stay on past 7, even though like when we have conversations, I'll like, and it's going well, I'll totally give it time because I
Yeah,
find a lot of value in it. But it's like every minute that I stay after 7, like compounds the getting ready in the morning
stress and anxiety and
stress.
rush and hurry and all that. Like, the more it's like, "Where are your dang socks? Come out."
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I get it. I
Like I did
totally understand it.
mention, like 7:10 is pushing it, but still possible. But why push it?
Yeah,
Why
if
push it this
if
early in the morning?
if the time were different, um, like later for me, like, there's no way I'd be able to do this. Like, it just works that I'm awake. It'd be there, like, no one else around me is awake. Like, when I'm home, my kids are nowhere near being awake during this like 30 to 45 minutes. But if the show started at 6:30, for me, then it'd be a whole different story, because they all get up around 6:30. They'll all be piling in the garage. They'll be wondering what the heck I'm doing. My wife will be like, "Why are you down there? Like, this is the most important 30 minutes of the morning." Like, what the fuck are you doing talking to this guy?
This makes or breaks the day. Um, David's ready to go here. He is ready.
David
Uh,
loves it.
I want to give a little bit of gratitude today to yesterday. I have a young man coming into my room at school who's doing his observation hours, also
Mhm.
a family friend. And we had a really great conversation yesterday. He comes in twice a week. Like he observes, he helps out, he asks questions, he's interested in the profession, and he's just there to learn, like learn all the dirty deets of teaching beyond lesson planning and all that jazz. And we had a really, really great conversation on stress management.
Mm,
And it was
nice.
it was the first time that I kind of got to vocalize the things that I do, which I couldn't stop talking. you know, like he's a senior. He's a senior in high school, getting his observations in early. Like, I mean, I started like 10 years after that age, but he was saying how just like this particular time of his life, senior year, college, jobs,
Mhm.
friendships, it's just getting too much, and he had like a really hard time on Saturday. And we were we were he asked me like, how do you handle the stress of teaching? And I've never been asked that before, which was a really great
Okay.
question It was almost
Yeah.
like he asked, and it was like, I got 13 years of this, so buckle up. Uh,
Well, I've tried this, and this, and then this didn't stick, you know?
yeah,
I
but
think that I
it's
mean, that's a good lesson, even for just life in general. Of like a that's a good question for any, 16, 17, 18-year-old to be asking any of the adults, mentors, teachers, um, around them. It's a very smart question.
yeah, I was impressed, and it was like it was one of the first times that I felt like an older, experienced man,
Mm.
'cause
Mhm, mhm.
it seems like I'm always on, like, sponge mode and still learning, and then, you get this little break point where it's like, "Tell me all that you know." And I'm like, "Oh, actually, I have a lot. How much time you got?" So so one of the things we talked about was, like, when I was in high school, maybe when you were in high school, it's like I wasn't stressed. Well, I was stressed, but it wasn't overwhelming. Like, I remember some kids just being, like, super overwhelmed with the college process. Like,
Mhm.
I'm thinking, deepest, I think, is, like, the other youngest person that we sometimes talk with. But, like, when we were doing that, it wasn't like it was always available all the time. It's like if we had to do college research, we had to go to the library or the school library
Yeah.
or do it at home. If we had to do grades or do homework, it was like, well, I have a space at home where I have to bring everything home and I have to allot that time. And now with screens and everything is available 24/7 and it's always on your mind. And it's definitely an adult thing too, where I sit down. I'm usually pretty good about limiting my browser windows open, but right now I got about 12, and each one has about the same importance. And
Okay.
uh, this this time of year, we talked about January being hard. It's like sometimes it gets hard deciding what's important, and sometimes you just got to
Mhm.
close the browser tabs. So, we just talked about, like, morning routines, reframing stress management more as self care. Like, movement's important.
Yeah.
Finding people that you can kind of rap with is important. All those things that I didn't realize were important until maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. So it was just a good. I'm very thankful that I got to vocalize that and kind of frame it,
It's
because
awesome.
it doesn't happen very much.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a win-win conversation for both of you. Like he was obviously getting something out of it and you were obviously, there's definitely benefits to, as you know, but like teaching or mentoring someone and being able to not necessarily like unload, but be able to like speak and have someone listen to you and either appreciate what you're saying or just give you that like give you the floor, almost like unconditionally give you the floor, because you're the one with the knowledge base. Like if he's looking to start a career and you're the one who's for 13, 14 years into the career, he's obviously not going to talk over you too much and allow you to kind of to speak.
Yeah, no, just a really awesome kid, open-minded, talented, got a lot going on. So I'm thankful for the opportunity to be a mentor, because I've had many,
Good
and
stuff.
now I'm paying it back
Nice.
as best as I can. Okay, David, we'll just give David that button. How about that?
That would be we don't we you're not allowed to give people buttons in here. There was our friends on To the Moon, they did something where it's like if you on Twitch, if you like Twitch payment system is like bits or something like that, but if you like spent your bits, it would how like sometimes Scuba Steve comes in and like little things pop up on the Twitch screen. Have you ever seen that?
I
Or do you
have
not have
noticed that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like that's him spending a little bit of money to like make the screen dance. Well, To the Moon, when you spent money, the stuff pops up, but they also like would say something, and it's usually a clip of Tom or Jay saying something stupid. And I remember many shows where people were just like spamming the button, like where like the guys on stage couldn't even talk because it was just the
Chaos.
community in the chat was having way too much fun.
So basically, if the screen looks like a glittery puke fest, you're making money. Is that kind of what we're saying here?
Something like that.
Hey,
Sorry,
Blaze
sorry,
is here. Hey,
sorry,
Blaze.
MP. Um, he just hit the reshare button. He's not even watching or listening. Oh, there he is. Good morning, Blaze. How you doing,
See,
buddy?
see, he is here.
What's up,
He
good
is
boy?
here.
Something like
Um,
that.
all right. Unsexy love, Dom. That's what we're talking about today.
That's what we're talking about.
Love,
Unsexy love.
love is about service. About all the things that you do every single day.
Yep.
Just showing up, do the things that you do the things that you know that you could do with your eyes closed and your hands tied behind your back. Well, maybe one hand. But we're talking about the school drives, making the
Hmm.
breakfast, the lunches, the dinners, whether they're eaten or not. The things you just keep doing without questioning, showing that you're there, showing that you love. What are some things, Dom? What are the is romantic even the word? What are the unromantic ways you show up every day?
Um, for me, it's one of the biggest things I think I do for the family is I am not afraid of the staircase in the house. It seems like my family is has some sort of fear of going up and down stairs. So when they're on a floor, they want to stay on a floor. And so there's a constant like, oh, I need this, and I'm like, that's probably upstairs. Let me go grab it. Um, or it's those situations where someone will audibly say like, I'm thirsty. That's not necessarily a request. Um, and everyone has their own facilities to go walk up and get water out of the fridge. It's not like we have to go down the street to a well or anything like that. Um, but I try to take as many of those little things, those little hints that they drop, and put some action behind it to show them that I care, that I'm listening, that it's an act of service. Like I've read the love language book. I know that is definitely something that helps show my love to them.
Yeah, same. The things that are
Mm,
maybe unspoken. Um,
yeah.
I don't know if I call it unsexy. Well, I'm not. I'm gonna stop using the word sexy. Unspicy. We'll just use.
I thought you were on the wrong page again, maybe in the wrong book.
Oh wait, sorry. This is Kama Sutra. Wrong book. Same red cover.
Oh, oops.
Eye
Yeah.
contact when talking. Putting my phone down for a little bit and just sitting and not talking. Um, Coming in and giving kisses goodnight when
Hmm.
things have already been settled. That's something my mom used to do. She used to get home late. She would come in after we'd gone to bed, and I remember the light coming in from the hallway. So she was always there. I always remember that.
Yeah.
Schedule reminders, asking my oldest to start the truck.
Oh, that's fun.
That just gives her, because she gets anxious when like things are falling behind. So that's me like giving her a little bit of power in like making things happen and moving things forward.
And also, you don't have to walk out in the cold and
Also, I
start
don't
the
have
truck.
to walk out into the cold, because it's like every time I start my truck in the cold, I'm like, I'm sorry, I know this hurts, buddy, and I turn it.
It hurts me too, but let's just get this heat cranking, get that engine running.
I promise your oil will do you good. Um,
Um,
yeah, just I don't know, the things that they might go unnoticed sometimes, and there's things that I've let go by unnoticed, like Kristen's really good at decorating for the holidays. There's always a holiday
Mm,
when you have a wife on top of things. But I came in the other day and I did not notice, but it's like the Christmassy New Year's things were gone and Valentine's Day things were up. It was a small
mm,
area, but like totally missed it because I just got home. But those things, the things that sometimes you might just have to notice yourself
not
and
noticing them.
say a little bit of thanks for doing it when you realize it, even if it's late.
Yeah, I mean that's the service of appreciation, right? Like we and would tie in acts of service with whatever the other one is, good words, communication. Just
Words of
saying
words of affirmation.
like thank you, Kristen. I noticed your active service of decorating the home, making it feel, you know, special or different this week, or like variety is definitely a good thing. Variety is definitely something that the human brain craves. I know
Mhm.
a lot of people will get kind of bored or in a rut or feel like like if the place you're at just looks the same all the time, and that's kind of the reason, or like the little unknown reason why we probably create messes, and create a little bit of havoc in our own life. Like why we just let the shit pile up on the countertop, the stuff we bring in every day, the mail, the Amazon boxes, the different bags, the hats, whatever it is, it just piles up, and it's like all that stuff has a home. Like why are you doing that? It's just like, oh, just gonna make the home look a little different this week.
Yeah.
Make it look like a mess so that this weekend when I have some time I could clean it and then it looks clean.
So what you're saying is sometimes you just F your S up to make
Just
things interesting.
because.
Yeah.
Great discussion. What are your love languages? So
Love
I think I've
languages.
said before, like I'm definitely a physical touch person. Like David said earlier, like hand on the shoulder. Like that's not necessarily something I do, but I'm constantly touching, and I'm constantly aching for touch from my family. And it's not a sexual thing with my wife. That's there too, but it's more of like just when she's on the couch or when my kids are on the couch, like I'm sitting closer to them. I'm not always sitting like, on the next cushion over. Um, and then I'm definitely noticing, the words of affirmation is probably my next one too.
Yeah. Same as you, Dom. Um, it's the closeness, it's the intimacy, and that gets hard when shit's heavy. Um,
Hmm.
I have I'm like love language stuff. It's like I get it. I like how there's categories, but I think it's very similar to like the autism spectrum. I think there's way more nuance than just
Oh yeah.
five, like five pillars. Like
Well, I think
we're not all Captain Planet people. There's always going to be middles.
yeah.
There's no just Earth person. You're going to have a little bit of water, and you're going to have a little bit of fire.
Hmm.
Um, and I think it goes a lot deeper than that too.
Well, I think the
It's a,
way the
it's,
book
it's a good entry.
closes.
That's kind of what good
Yeah.
entry into communication, I'd say.
Yeah, I think the book is good because I think he closes it out with, the whole point of the book and the love languages is not to say that like I'm physical touch, so that's all I want. I don't want anything else. And I should be concerned with nothing else. And my family should be nothing, it's like the whole point is, you know, everyone around you has a primary and a couple of secondaries, and you could literally have all of them of interest. And it's more about learning that they exist, and learning that there are other ways that you could be speaking to your partner, or that you could be requesting your partner speak to you, and then definitely teaching each other the different languages, and your kids, like they have a kids book as well. So I appreciated it. I did want to like circle back and shout out a couple of things. I could always do that on the after show.
The
um
director's cut, Dom's director's cut.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, David, you're welcome. I set you up for that one because I have noticed
Hmm.
that you've been referencing that at least once a day. So you're welcome. Let's keep that streak going.
Mine
Yeah,
would be combined
MP,
interest.
it's
Yeah.
it's definitely combined. Um, and yeah, good. You put that really well into words, Dom. It's sometimes it's you can't really. Sometimes you have to vocalize what it is you're actually looking for. It's not something that you're gonna. That's not just gonna be read. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I'm not a open book all the time, but it's like the things that I need are really deep in the book, and sometimes you got to open the book to get to those pages.
Hmm.
So sometimes you gotta say that too.
Morning, Anthony.
Said than
Hmm.
done.
Oh man.
What's up, Anthony?
Uh
Yes, East
all right.
Coast Howard Stern reference.
So two things. MP bringing up the old school Ryan Turner Daily Dad interviews. I've been meaning to talk to Mr. Turner about fixing the Spotify up a little bit and trying to like re-up some of these because yeah, I would agree the Ben Kind Daily Dad interview was very special. When that guy talks, he definitely has a very he's a very well spoken, like well thought, like he's a thinker, that guy. Just everything that you learn from the way he grew up and who he is, his brain, I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, that was definitely one of my top three talks of 2025. Was it even 2025? Was it 2024? I don't know anymore. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they were a long time ago. So that they're like buried in the like if anyone hasn't seen them or heard them or whatever, they're I usually use Spotify, but I think it might be on Apple Podcasts and anywhere you look at podcasts, but you have to kind of scroll all the way down to the bottom. The oldest episodes is when the first whatever 30 or 40 is when Ryan was doing these long form interviews with people in the community. So those are the good ones. You could skip all the stuff that just says Daily Dad. That's just this 30-minute nonsense that we all run on the daily. It's better to be here live than, to go back in a year ago. Be kind of interesting, I guess.
Yeah,
Um,
they're all there, and it's like that's one of my. It's on my list. I have a screen sticky note here.
Blaze was here too. Sorry, Blaze.
I've
You
been
were.
really about making this list.
I didn't mean to make you the redheaded stepchild, Blaze. I'm sorry. Blaze was there as well.
He was also, yeah, you're right. He was. Remember,
I
Dom.
miss Blaze.
I have
Yeah,
this list.
going back and organizing is tough. I mean, we just found out yesterday from Hi Anthony that our Twitter page, My Daily Dads, has the wrong tags for me and you. So it takes you to a completely different J Turner and a completely different D Ruse. So
What?
that was very interesting to learn. Thank you, Anthony.
What?
Yeah, yeah. Go to the My Daily Dads page on Twitter and like in the little bio tag, it's like references that there's a show that goes on in the mornings and this person Jay Turner and Dom Ruse do it, but it takes you to a completely different Jay Turner and Dom Ruse.
Jermaine Turner. Who the hell is Jermaine Turner?
I think he has better hair, is what I heard.
And who else? Who? Maybe we should just invite him on.
I thought Anthony was like on a different show, like a different My Daily Dads, and like there was like two other like another Jay and Dom doing a show. I was like, what is happening? Can you please? No, those were not old accounts. But we never had a different account.
Jermaine
I
Turner, Houston, Texas. 3 following, 1 follower. Last post January 16th, 2010. Ugh, gross. What
yeah,
what is my handle?
yours J underscore Turner 19.
Oh,
So there's the underscore, I think, is the problem. And I have that problem all the time when I try to tag you on stuff. So I just like gave up because you don't really do Twitter anyways. So it's like, what's the point of me doing all this work if he's, trying to figure out how to use this underscore?
this is
So
why is this why I have anxiety about
probably. And then the other thing I wanted to
Sorry,
mention
Tom, what's your
before
handle?
everyone goes is today's Wednesday. So the Ann Bag and Tom released their episode of Is It Canon, their comic where they review the V Friends comic, and they review the V Friends comic number 9, which is about the Kind Warrior. And Anne really double and triple downs no matter how much Tom fights her. uh she really goes deep into like the metaphors and the depth behind the comic. And in her mind, and I agree with her even though I haven't read it, but just hearing what she's saying, it's a very parent related comic. So there's a lot of stuff about, a mom who feels like she's failed her kids. The dad passes away, so the kid is dealing with, the loss of a parent, and the mom is dealing with the loss of a husband. So there's a lot of depth in this comic that relates to parenting and what we're doing here. So I figured it'd be good to cross shout out. And if everyone wants to go take a listen to that, obviously
I
it's
did
it's a
jump.
it's a it's a good one.
I did jump on last night on my ride home and just listened in a bit.
Oh,
Um,
her community night stream, yeah, I was in there a little bit too.
yeah, I couldn't. I wanted to say hi. I couldn't comment because I'm not Twitch verified. How the hell do you
Mm,
get verified on Twitch? We're on
I
every
have no
single
idea.
day. Why aren't we verified?
You mean were you on the VDADs?
Uh, like on here, yeah, I can comment, but not on Anne's. Maybe it's
Weird. Must be the
maybe
underscore.
something. I did just notice that we are getting to time of year when the sun tells me when it's time to leave.
Oh, I forgot about the sunshine on your forehead.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's not time yet. It's also late start. I don't have to wake up the kids.
Gotcha.
Is this
Interesting.
is this when the after show starts?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, it was you had a hard stop, and so I, like, played rushed to play the theme music off while people were still texting and chatting, and then there was a whole bunch of like, "Whoa, that was a hard stop." Um, we just all of a sudden close the show, and sometimes I feel that way, but, like, sometimes the chat heats up, and you and I heat up in our thoughts, but, like, I know you have to go. You have like, it's nothing for me. That's what I was telling the people afterwards. I'm like, Ryan and Jason, like, they gotta go. But like for me, it's still only 6 a.m. I don't actually need to leave this office until 7:15. So I got another hour and 15 minutes where that's when I would do my reading, my working out, I'll eat breakfast. I'll prepare some send later text messages and emails. So it's just that's the me time, and I'm happy to, like, go later. Like when Shells came up, I took it to an hour and 15 minutes and stuff. Like, I'm totally happy to do that most of the time. So, yeah, but I
Yeah,
understand, like, you can't just be like, Kids, just get yourselves ready and walk to school." Like, I'm just gonna sit here in the basement and talk to Dom for another hour and a half.
yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes I wonder if there wasn't that hard stop and that super
Mm,
super big shift into the morning habit. Kids ready, getting up. I don't know. Not the right words. Uh, I consider this time like part of me getting ready because it's like I stop here, I'm getting upstairs, and like I'm like immediately in dad mode.
yeah,
It's not like, I know where my stuff is. Like I can do that in 5 minutes, maybe 10. Sometimes it takes longer and I lose track of time. But like it's immediately checking in and doing the things that everybody else needs because by this time of the day, I've done all the things that I need for myself. So, talking, just getting my brain warmed up,
yeah.
reading a
That's
page of
what I was gonna say is like your morning walk or jog or jog. Get your body and blood pumping. Then this is a little brain activity, and obviously gets you thinking in a parent first mindset. And then you go and literally do the shit that we talked about.
Yeah, and then I'm not back in this mindset until tomorrow morning. So it's like
I
plugging in
mean,
the
you
battery
do,
a little bit in the
yeah,
morning, getting some juice, running it down to 1%, and then charging it again the next day.
love it. Awesome. I'm here for it.
Um,
Literally.
so what else? What do you guys do in the after show? Is it weird that I'm here? Am I
No,
running
no,
the
no,
after
no.
show
It's it was literally just yesterday. It, but we had a couple of those hard stop moments, and I think it's like Chels has a little bit, and I told her this the other day, and I think MP as well. Like sh- I had a little bit of this that happened to me when Ryan and Blaze were running the show. Like Ryan was like, "It's beep 30 minutes, click end." Like I kind of felt like he was very like strict and stern. And I would be the one in the chat like, no, like I still have like an hour and a half before work. Like I'm just chilling in my car, like charging my car at the beach, and it's too fucking cold outside. Like, please talk longer. um
I'm not even
so
halfway through my conversation notes.
like, yeah, it definitely like when Chels said that thing, it definitely brought me back to those moments where Ryan would close out the show, and I was like, oh, I'll open it back up. I'm feeling a little chatty, like, and if the chat's chatty, like I'll chat with the chat. I think it's with the silent J. Apparently, you just run for an inconsistent period of time that's supposed to be wild. Is that how you define your yog?
I'm just seeing who's picking up on the movie quotes. That's a
It's
that's an
not me.
that's an Anchorman quote. I believe,
Okay, got it.
and
Oh,
it's
I'm at work just avoiding it.
seems like David, Brian, and Anthony are on board.
I've noticed the movie quotes are definitely leaving my brain. Like I'm far enough removed from like the movies that I used to have like pretty hardcore memorized in my like teenage/college years, that I've watched so much and read so much in these last however many years. Like definitely, like I can quote a lot, way too many like kids movies now, and I'm losing all the Anchormans and Tommy Boy and Grandma's Boy and all the other movies that like someone the other day asked a question like I think it was Blaze actually. Yeah, he's like, I'm curating a list of the best movies to watch. So like, what are your recommends, your deep cuts? And I struggled to remember some of like my OG like favorites.
I
Unfortunately,
do,
stupid movies, primarily anything Jim Carrey and Chris Farley, permanent. Yeah, I felt that way too.
yeah.
But
I mean, they're always. I drop them in school, and nobody knows what I'm talking about. These kids haven't seen, even when it's like 13 years in, it's like I've noticed the shift in the pop culture knowledge. Like when I first started teaching, I could drop like Dumb and Dumber quotes or Tommy Boy quotes, and kids would know what it is, and we're past that. Like there's
yeah,
now I'm just being thought of as really original because I'm just saying the same things that I've been saying, but no kid has seen the movies that I've seen.
they're that far removed. Yeah,
It's like Mr.
yeah.
Turner is really witty. He knows
Where does
exactly
he come
what
up
to say
with
at the
this?
right
He's like a comedian.
time. But yeah, there's no movies that I've seen, and maybe I don't even is that even a thing? Like, are movies even quotable anymore? Like, there's good movies, but there's no stupid humor movies.
I think for me, what it is they don't seem they don't seem rare enough to watch them multiple times to then like learn the quotes. Like I'll still go back and like I'll watch movies right now when they come out, or like that came out in the last couple of years. And I'll just watch it and then that's it. And if I want to repeat something, like I'll go repeat a whole season of How I Met Your Mother, or I'm on New Girl again right now, like The Office. Like I'll go repeat a whole entire TV series before before I go back and like watch Tommy Boy again or anything like that. Like it just feels so far away. I think TV series on Netflix like really took over. and like movies have kind of taken a little bit of a back seat. Like when I'm with my friend group now, like all they talk about is like the TV series, the new Stranger Things, the new this, the new that.
Yeah.
It's not really like movie talk. Whereas like when I feel like when I was in those teenage high school college years, it was like, oh, did you see this movie? Like, and then I'd watch the movie like five, six, seven, 100 times until I memorized it.
As you were talking, I wasn't thinking, I wasn't waiting for you to stop talking so I could talk, Dom.
Okay, I was waiting for me to stop talking too.
But I was
Nice,
the whole point
excited.
on like the movies that you rewatch. It's like when you go back and watch like a series, like once or twice a year, I'll try to go back and rewatch Seinfeld.
Hmm.
And every time I do, it's like a little bit less satisfying because when you rewatch it, when you first saw it, it was new. It was obviously, it was a phenomenon, and you could only watch it at one time a week, and everybody else that you knew that was into it, like that was the only time that you knew that they could see it, so you had something
Yeah.
to talk about. But yeah, Anthony, the surprise element's gone, and it's almost like I'm looking for that satisfaction that I got the first few times. Like Back to the Future, that's got staying power. That will always be a favorite.
Hmm.
Goonies, that will always be a favorite. That's gonna be around forever. And
Those weren't put on Blaze's list. Blaze, if you're still listening, you can put those on your list.
yeah, and every time I put it on, I'll call my kids over because every time I do it, they can make it past some of those parts that previously they couldn't. Like in
They get a
Goonies,
little further and further each time. Yeah.
yeah, like the guy in the fridge, the dead guy in the fridge. Like I watched that as a 6-year-old and didn't think anything of it, but I showed my 8-year-old and like it traumatized her. But then now that she's like 10, 11, she's seen Stranger Things. Like what else like what's the worst thing you can show a kid besides like some of the, I mean there's tons of stuff, but it's like, as they become desensitized as we did, you can kind of
Yeah.
go into the story a little bit more with them. And I guess that's the satisfaction that I'm looking for is being able to share and hopefully they see the magic that I saw as a kid in that and like
Hmm.
basing part of my life on it. But as far as
Yeah. It's for me, it's always been disappointing. For me, like whenever I'm like, oh, let's watch this old movie, they're like not interested. And I'm like, I'm not even gonna try anymore. I
yeah,
get it. I've been burnt too many times by you fools. So just move on. Let's watch your little silly movie.
I thought you were talking MP. I thought you were talking about the Juno movie with Michael Cera, the the hipster young pregnancy movie, which was warm and it was heartwarming. And I sometimes the humor changed. Like even like I turned on Dumb and Dumber once, and I was like, I can't connect with this right now. But as a 13-year-old, like I was crying in the theater watching
Well,
it.
I always think about like like when right now, like I have a 17-year-old, and I'm like, man, the movies I was watching at 17 were just bananas. Like the kill scenes, the cuss words, the pot smoking movies, the guy girl relationship movies, all that stuff. I'm like, I don't think I want my kids to watch. Like, I wouldn't want them watching any of those movies right now. Or I for sure know my wife wouldn't. Like, if I were to pull out the old movie list that I had when I was 17 and be like, Bailey, these are all the movies I had watched by the time I was 17. I think Amy would like strike out more than 80% of them and be like, there's no way our daughter's watching that. And I'm like, I mean, how else do you learn? But whatever. That was what was different of our time.
Yeah, David. Yep, flying monkeys for sure. The not even the flying monkeys. It was the feet, the legs in the striped socks curling up underneath the house. That that destroyed me for like a year. Uh, that was like nightmare fuel. But like back to I remember we had like an 80s day a few years ago at my last school, and I showed Back to the Future, and like not a whole lot of kids watched it. They got into it right away, and then the part where Doc Brown like
Yes.
gets shot by the terrorists. Major plot point that as a kid I just looked past. But now it's like, oh, and like I'm showing guns and people getting shot in school, and then they also lost their mind when Lorraine came on to Marty, and they were all like, "That's incest."
Yeah.
But as a kid, I was like, "That's hilarious." It's like
Hmm.
he doesn't know that he's his kid, he's her kid in the future. That's really intelligent. That's a great plot point. But yeah, it's totally different. I
Yeah,
remember
this movie Kids
that was
was
different.
one of the ones I was referring to. It was like that's one of the movies where like there's random times where I still like something from that movie pops into my head and I'm like, wow. I can't believe the age that I watched that. And that's when that's exactly what I'm talking about when I think about like what Bailey is watching or what I was watching when I was Bailey's age. It was like something like that. Like never, never would I want her to watch that. But I also kind of do want her to watch that, you know? Like, Brofit, when are you gonna let your daughter watch the movie Kids? He's gonna say never. But Garen, but he probably watched it multiple times. Ooh, look at that sun square right on your head when she's 80. Yeah, exactly.
I got about, I think I got about 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes.
Uh, yeah, that's just not a movie. But like we all watched it.
I never saw the full. I never saw that full movie.
Okay, we all see. Jason's parents already knew. They were like, "No, we're not bringing that into the Turner house." I bet Ryan watched it. Ornery Ryan, that dude has it. That dude.
What I can remember from our childhood, I think Ryan had a much more kids like experience with his friends. Like they
Mhm.
they definitely I'm not calling out Ryan, but like they definitely like they started drinking earlier, and stuff
Yeah,
in case
gotcha.
mom's watching. But yeah, just it all just hits different. I think back to that quotes thing, the movie quotable movies. I think just now these days it's memes and streamers that kids pick up.
Oh, Brofin, you're so funny. Said his daughter, his 4-year-old daughter's got a crush, so he just stared him down.
Feel sorry for that first boy that walks through that house. Garage full of big men
And all
playing
of
cards
them
and poker
thereafter.
with guns.
Oh man, he's a good guy. But yeah, it's it's hard, dude. It's hard for sure. I don't have any advice on that subject. I mean, I do, but you're not gonna like it.
Yeah,
I think I've already told you and mentioned it here.
yeah.
You
I think
just gotta
I
know.
remember talking about this specific subject. My point of view is totally different. And also when it happens, like when that first hint of romance hits,
Mhm.
it's like it's not that hard stop as you imagined before it happened. It's like, oh, we're here now. We're at this point,
Yeah.
you know. And now it's like, I'm paying attention to the things like, well, how's he treating my daughter? How's this 12-year-old how's this 12-year-old boy treating my 12-year-old daughter? And for the most part, it was good. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's see where it goes. It was
Yeah, I mean,
definitely
there's
not,
so many things you take into account, and I think Brian. I know enough about Brian. And I think he knows enough about himself that like the biggest thing you can do is not like obviously I know he's joking. He's not like actually mean mugging a 4-year-old and like flexing and like bouncing his pecs, but like is just show your daughter how a man treats a woman by the way that you treat your wife so that she has a good sense of seeking out the good ones and pushing away the bad ones because ultimately the good ones are going to be the one that you want her to get into the relationship with because they're going to treat her right and that's going to make it that much easier for you because it's never going to be easy, but that much easier for you to accept that point when it comes where she's like, "Dad, I got a boyfriend. Here he is." And you just have to.
The most that I will do is when a boy comes to pick up my daughter, I'm just gonna wear my Brofist shirt that smells like Brian, and I'm assuming, like, if he can withstand the scent of Brian, he's okay. Uh,
He's like, he's just like, fucking shut up, Dom. This is what happened.
'Cause I'm not gonna wash it. That shirt's never gonna be washed. That's my boyfriend meeting shirt. Um, but
Oh
it,
man.
it definitely changes from the man on father on the porch with a shotgun, which I don't think, like, does that ever really happen? Maybe, but
Wow.
it definitely turns more into the, like, my first grader. I gotta get ready. I
It's
could
a
talk. I
solid.
could talk for
This
like
is a
another
s
45 minutes.
I'm gonna just shout out Anthony right here. This is a solid move on your daughter's boyfriend's part.
Okay.
Whether it was your daughter mentioning it or just him knowing enough, like, good job.
Yeah.
Like, because that's obviously a telling tell of like what her father is, what she is, like how she grew up, like that kind of stuff. Like, and like obviously gets a little bit of brownie points with you. Um, and it shows you that he's willing to put in some work and effort. Well
Yeah.
done, sir.
Like
Young
this
man.
this young man that's in my room, if he were to happen to be the person that's like interested in my daughter, and he came to me and just said, "Hey, how do you handle stress?" I'm like, "That's a really good question. Shows like you're kind of thinking about things."
Yeah.
But I'm just going to mention my first grader because Brofit is almost there at first grade, or maybe he's there. Is like my first grader will come home 6 years old and say, "I have a crush on so and so," and maybe in past times that discussion would have been like, "Nope, no boys until you're high school." But now that we're there and we've had two others go through, it's like, "Oh well, is he nice? What do you guys do? You guys
Now
and
now you could be like, did he read High Anthony's book?
does he watch my podcast?"
Yeah, yeah. There you go. There's the in. For Brofit, it's gonna his daughter's gonna be like, you gotta watch my dad's workout videos. If you can crush the workout, it'll get you closer.
And if you put it on your social media and show it, give
If
him a
you
shout
say
out.
the word flow worm, like, is is 1 point.
Just subscribe to his channel. Just that's all you
Oh,
gotta.
hey, and also if you can quote Dumb and Dumber, like watch the movie.
Yeah. Here's my movie list. Come back to me when you watch all the movies, and I'll be waiting for you.
Sorry, Brian. Um,
And I could go on, but I have to go. This is my very soft.
the sun is your cue.
Yeah, sun is here.
There was the Dom and Jason after show.
This
Thank
is
you, everybody.
my soft stop. Good
We'll
talk.
see you all tomorrow. As Brian opens up a show and just quotes Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. Come back at 4 for super happy fun time with Ryan. Hopefully
Mm,
on today.
yeah. Shout out Ryan Turner.
Yeah.
See him later. Thank y'all. Peace.
See you, everybody.
Bitches, what's up? Wake up. It's the morning time.